Well, I'm back. Feels like I haven't posted in a while, except for my last post, which was just from last weekend, where I was in Vegas with my mom for her very first NASCAR race, which was happened to be the first playoff race of the 2018 season. So, and it did not disappoint, but for our drivers, it kind of was. Stage, like, no shock. Truex won the first stage. Kozlowski won the second stage, and within the second stage, Harvick had tire issues, and again used the excuse, "Goodyear tires suck. These tires are shit." And blah. I'm like, he just finds every excuse in the book just to blame the tires for everything. So, um, he wrecked out, hit the wall, and took Jones with him because he had nowhere to go. Same thing happened to Chase. McMurray, non-playoff driver, I may add, um, got into the wall, got some damage. Should have pitted right after that, got off the track and pit to fix the damage or do whatever, but decided to stay on the track and ruin Chase's day. I know it wasn't like intentional, but still. Common sense comes like you run into the wall, you come into pit, because there could be possible tire damage and tire rub, so way to end Chase's day and put him in a slight hole for the championship. But I was there and I was livid. I was crying because I was just frustrated. Like this season, Vegas has not been good to us. Like to Chase, like the first Vegas race, Kurt, no fault of his own, just got loose and got into. It was like Chase was just right there and wrecked them both out. Um, and this time it was a non-playoff driver. Shocker, shocker. That ruined our chances at a solid finish. He had a pretty decently fast car. He was running in the top 10 the whole time until that point. Um, it was just frustrating. Ugh. Anyway, so there was a lot of lead changes. Like Truex led a bunch of laps, and Logano led a bunch of laps. And then like near the end there, like Brad's team just executed on pit road, was beating everyone off of pit road. And I was kind of secretly rooting for him since both, like, all my drivers had, like, sucked, except for Blaney, who got top 5. He rebounded, I guess. What was I going to say? Yeah, I was secretly rooting for Penske, like any Penske drivers, because they were going for their 500th win at, like, just the whole organization in general, not just NASCAR, but the whole, like, every series that he's run, the Penske runs. So Brad won. Almost lost to Truex, but thanks to Joey, he was blocking a lot. So thank you, Joey. Only time I say thank you for that. But Brad won his 3rd straight race. So now I think, you can eliminate Truex from the big 3 because he hasn't really done anything relevant since Kentucky. It's like his first, like, second top 10 or top 5 since, I don't know, a long time, because he's kind of sucking. He finished 3rd, and people are like, one of his fans are complaining, like, he finished 3rd, he should have won. I'm like, if he should have won, he would have won, so get over it. At least your driver finished the race, so shut up. And he's the points leader, so shut up some more. Yeah, so Brad won a stage and won the race. All 3 Penske drivers finished in the top 5, so that's good. 1st, 3rd, and I believe 5th. So that's good for them. Hendrick was having a fairly decent day. Like all of them were running well, had speed. Well, except for Byron, I don't know what happened to him, but he just could never get up to speed. Um, Byron, Bowman, Chase, and Jimmy were all like all three of them got to the end of stage one top 10. That's amazing. And at the end of that race, Bowman jumped 4 spots in the playoff standings to 12th, so he's 6 points above the cut line. Jimmy went from 15th to 13th, so he jumped a couple spots, but Chase dropped like a rock from 8th to 14th, which is not good, but he can rebound at Richmond since we finished second there earlier in the season to friggin' Bush. But Xfinity, first time winner in Xfinity this year, Ross Chastain, which is awesome. Rebounded from the last race he was in. And news came that Harvick is no longer going to be running Xfinity. Like sometime after that whole debacle, like between him and Chastain, which I think it was kind of iffy, but I'm just glad he's not running Xfinity anymore. Now just take Bush with him. So, like, I don't have a problem with Bush, like Cup drivers in the Xfinity series, but just those two in general don't have a reason really to be in it. So they just do it for bragging rights most of the time. Xfinity, great race. I saw like majority of it. No, I didn't. I was actually in Vegas at a buffet when the race was happening, so I was listening it through my NASCAR app, and I saw the very last lap where Chastain won. It was exciting. Him with those watermelons, smashing the watermelons. Truck Series, I didn't watch that race because I was working, so I heard Grant Enfinger won, so he's moving on to the round of 6. As of right now, my boy Noah is still in it. As we come to, they don't run again until October, so, which is weird, but I guess they get a whole month off. But this weekend they're heading to Richmond. Allgaier won the series regular season championship, and he has 5 wins on the season. It's exciting. That means Chastain is in the playoffs officially and possibly more opportunity to run and some good equipment with CGR. So that's exciting. So Vegas was so much fun, but it burnt the hell out of me. Got major tan lines, but it was so much fun. Like, my mom is hooked and would love to, is going to hopefully go to the Phoenix race in November with me. Her driver is Harvick, but hopefully we get a chance to meet some of the drivers because we have infield passes for that weekend. I think all 3 days. It's going to be well worth it. Hopefully I meet my boy Noah, my drivers Chase and Brian, and just say I met some Cup drivers and some of my favorite drivers. It'd be awesome. Like I've met Todd Gilliland like last November. I met William Byron last March. I met Ryan Newman. My very first Cup driver I met was Ryan Newman, like 12 years ago. And who else did I meet? That's pretty much it. I didn't really officially meet like a lot of drivers, but I've gotten like autographs from some and all that. So I got a couple signatures from Jeffrey Earnhardt and Ty Dillon. I did meet Austin Dillon briefly. That was awesome. But I'm counting down the days till November. See my boys in action. Hopefully Chase wins this time. There was the position better than last fall. So, and yeah. Oh, I got the Chase's playoff hat. Now I just need to get the playoff like shirt and I'll be all set. Like, one thing I want to mention, people like after Vegas, people like some Chase fans are like going overboard, saying now he's in a must-win situation. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. He's I'm like people. He's only 9 below the cut line, and he wasn't the only Cup driver or only playoff driver to have issues. Denny Hamlin didn't even finish the race. Kurt had issues. Even Kyle Busch had issues, but he still finished race 7th. Jones wrecked out. Harvick wrecked out. Like, about half the playoff drivers had issues or wrecked out. So we're not the only drivers to have issues. So, and say like he's in a must-win situation. He's not in a must-win situation. He just has to run well and have no issues or have no one wreck him at Richmond, and he'll be fine. Just get some stage points, and he can make up all those points in the all 3 stages. And just finish in the top 5 or even win. Like, if it's in the top 10, top 5, I don't care. I just want him finishing within that range or just win. I don't care. He's not in a must-win situation. People are like going overboard, like he's in such a deep hole and this and that. Like, no, he's not. Chill, people. Him and Jimmy, I feel like will make it just fine. Even though people are doubting Jimmy is beyond my imagination. Like, Jimmy had speed at Las Vegas. Just a late race incident involving him, one other driver, and Alex Bowman is what caused them just to have not a great finish. Other than that, they had speed. 3 of the 4 drivers in Hendrick had speed within the playoffs. So, and Jimmy's going to be running a couple of throwback schemes for the last 2 races of the season at ISM. He's going to be running one car, that patriotic looking car, Power Pride, I guess, from like 2001, where he ran up like 3 races. 3, I can't make my. And then at Homestead, they're running his rookie car from when I guess got his first win and all that. And it's just memories. That's my childhood right there. I was like 10 years old, 9, 10 years old when he started running in Cup, and I'm like now almost 27. Like, that's crazy. It's craziness. So I'm excited. Wonder what his new sponsor is gonna be for next year. People are like, he's gonna retire after this year. I'm like, Jimmy's not ready to retire. It's like, you can even see it, like his demeanor. He's just not ready to retire anytime soon, or until his contract is up. So you never know. So, but he's not retiring this year. Sorry, people. Some people are like, he needs to retire, win it's champion, and retire. I told someone like, how about no? Maybe you can win the championship and just keep going. And someone just called, like, some person called me a child and being like a D word. And I'm like, how is me stating like facts, being childish and all that? If people don't realize how old I am, guess not. So, haters are just gonna hate. They hate success. They hate greatness. So. And someone gave me crap because I said Truex has no class, and I'm like, that's just my opinion. To me, he just rubs me the wrong way, and just has that attitude that most Toyota drivers gain over the years. So that's just how it is. He's just starting to act like Kyle Busch, starting to act like pretty much every Toyota driver in the Cup Series. So that's just me. Jimmy has more class, and as a Cup champion than anyone else currently in the series. So anyway, we're heading to Richmond, and Dale Jr. is in the back in the car, running for Junior Motorsports, the number 88 Hellman Chevy, tomorrow night. It's gonna be exciting. Hopefully it does well. Too bad I have to freaking work the next 2 nights for the races, so I don't want any updates, nothing. So people, hush your mouths. I'm gonna record them, watch them when I get home, so I don't want to know. I'm turning off all notifications. So